Here's a drunk at the movies. All right.
Welcome back to Drunk at the Movies. Alright. Well, today we're going to be watching Bigfoot.
Ooh.
The Unforgettable Encounter. Now this Bigfoot here, he looks a little scary. He don't look like the friendliest type of person, if you know what I mean. But
It looks like the boy from Tool Time with Tool Man Taylor. So,
that's home improvement.
that's home improvement.
Damn,
I like his comedy, so I'm thinking I'm going to like this movie.
Now, one thing I want to say about this Bigfoot here is if I was walking down a dark alley at night and I saw this son of a bitch coming towards me, I'm going to be running the other way.
Me too.
Because he looked like he messed some shit up.
He looked like a bad son of a bitch.
And it says right here, an 11-year-old boy, an age-old legend, and a lifelong friendship. When this movie's done, this bottle will be done, and we'll let you know how it was. We'll see you here in a little bit.
Alright, let's go to the theater. Alright, game on. Oh. Alright. We got done watching the movie. Got one tied on. We're going to give you a little review of what we think about it.
Now, the movie wasn't too bad. Wasn't too good either. Oh,
Damn, alright movie. Wasn't unforgettable one either. I forgot a lot of it.
yeah. I'm not going to really recommend this movie, but it's something everybody should probably see at least once.
Don't get us wrong, there's some really good parts in there. We're going to get down to it and tell you about them.
It's for the kids, really. I mean, it's a little scary, might give the kids some nightmares, but it's really for the kids.
And if you like the Tool Man Taylor show, you'll love this movie.
Yeah, because there are little kids in it.
It's a lot like that movie.
But, so the beginning of the movie, there's not a lot going on. It's nothing I would write home about. You got some drunk cowboys. Well, they're not even cowboys. They're just
They're winos.
some
They're
dumb
drunks.
rednecks. So these guys are drunk sitting around the fire, and before that happened, they're out, and the one guy's shooting at Bigfoot. Because they show Bigfoot right off the bat. Movies don't typically do that.
Yep.
So the guy's shooting at Bigfoot, and he can't hit him. And later on in the night, they're around the fire, and they're all drinking and drunk and shit. And
Having a good old time.
Yeah.
Which I felt comfortable there when I was watching that. I was like, I remember being there before.
reminded me of Sleepy Hollow.
So it was really scary when the next thing happened.
Yeah, so then something happens, and you think it's Bigfoot comes into the camp, starts tearing shit up,
Man.
drags one of them away, and he disappears.
Bigfoot looks menacing.
He
When
does.
you see, for a man in a fucking Bigfoot suit, he looks menacing.
We weren't even sure it was Bigfoot at first. We thought it might have been a werewolf.
It looked like a werewolf.
Which made no damn sense to the movie.
No damn sense. I don't even believe in werewolves. I do believe in Bigfoot.
So, and another disturbing fact was that Bigfoot looked like a fucking man.
Yeah.
Didn't really look like a Bigfoot. It just looked like a man in an ape costume.
In an ape suit.
And the first scene they show him up close, his face is real small. He's got this big neck and shit.
He looked like Brock Lesnar.
It did. And then the next time you see him, his head's all proportionate to his body.
Yeah, it's bigger.
That made no damn sense.
And it made makeup artists ain't too good back then. It was 1980s or something.
Yeah. So they go and they file their police report and stuff, and the guy's missing, whatever. So now you got these two kids. One of them's from Tim the Tool Man Taylor's little boy in that home improvement show.
Yeah. We both love that. We sit back and watch that all
damn
the
guy
time.
makes me laugh. So the two kids decide they're going to go hiking. And at one point they decide to split up. They go walking in the woods, and they think it's a good idea to separate and meet somewhere.
Was it a good idea?
It was not a good idea.
Never a good idea.
Never. Why the hell would you do that?
When he said let's split up, I was like, you dumb son of a bitch.
You dumb son of a bitch. Now, I've seen my share of movies. I know you don't split up
Never
when you go
split up.
hiking. That's just fucking stupid.
That's how you get got.
That's how you get got. So, but he says, what if the one kid, the little younger brother, says to the other brother, he says, well, what if a mountain lion gets me?
He's treating him like a pussy. That's a goddamn real thing.
So what's he pull out? He pulls out this little knife. It's like just this little ass knife.
Never even seen a pocket knife that small.
What the hell are you gonna do with that little
I
thing?
ain't doing nothing.
My pa gave me a bigger knife than that when I was their age.
And then he's telling him he's gonna kill mountain lion with that. Just
That's
make
right.
fun of him for being scared about mountain lion. First of all, mountain lions will kill you.
That's right.
Second of all, ain't no goddamn measly pocket knife gonna kill goddamn mountain lion.
Their claws are bigger than that knife.
They're stronger than you could ever imagine you could be.
So one brother gets there, the other brother ain't there. He's like, fuck him, I'm going home. And they go back to the campsite there where the parents are and shit. And
Parents are like, where the fuck's your brother?
he's
Kids like, oh, he just left. I didn't see him.
I thought he came back here.
Yeah, the little boy was he was pretty thick in that thicket. I didn't think he was gonna get himself out of there.
It didn't look good for him, none at all.
Nope.
So he finds Bigfoot because what happened was the kid was lost and he's running from something and we didn't know what it was. Again, it looked like a damn werewolf, which makes no sense to the story.
Which I think they want you to think it's a Bigfoot, but we thought it was a werewolf.
It looked like a werewolf to me. So he's running and he stumbles across the bear. And that bear is hungry and it wants to eat that kid.
That's a big old grizzly bear.
So he runs away from that bear and he gets his foot stuck in a bear trap. Now, what struck me out was a bear trap to take your damn leg clean off.
They'll snap it right in two.
And it barely did anything, but just a couple little puncture marks.
Give him a little punch, little boy.
So Bigfoot hears the kid crying, "Ow, my leg!"
Alright, 2 fucking words. Bear versus Bigfoot.
Main event.
Oh boy, that was one of the best fucking scenes I ever saw.
Yeah, they was fighting like crazy.
That bear picked him up and threw him on the ground. I thought it was going to be a wrestling match.
He was biting his neck the whole damn
Oh,
time.
he had a big gash on his back.
I'm sorry, I don't think Bigfoot would have survived that fight.
I don't think that's a big grizzly bear. Now, we don't know the strength and the ability of an unknown animal. We do know a bear, though, and a bear's pretty tough.
That's true. That's very true.
Let's just say the Bigfoot wouldn't have had a good day after that fight right there.
So, after that fight, Bigfoot somehow wins.
Most amazing fight in all movie history, alright? Between 2 animals.
Maybe. But anyway,
It was.
so Bigfoot wins. Bigfoot throws a big ass rock at the bear. That's right.
Oh, that's a pussy way to win, but
Bear
alright.
goes running away.
Now, I've seen some grizzly bear in my life. I never wanted to be near them.
No.
And I think that's what that kid was thinking.
And Bigfoot comes over and opens up the trap.
But first of all, Bigfoot was going to fuck him up. But then Bigfoot had this, you can see that Bigfoot had a heart.
Yeah, you could see some man-like in him. So that's how Bigfoot saved him. He took the trap off his leg.
And they became buddies.
So the basic plot, yeah, they became buddies.
Put sunglasses on.
They put sunglasses on Bigfoot. Don't make no damn sense.
Don't make no damn sense.
They find out that Bigfoot's alive and shit. And, I don't remember how. You remember how?
I don't even know.
Either way, somehow they find out Bigfoot's real.
They take him in a helicopter. Oh, there's a French man or something that takes a picture of him in the beginning.
Yeah, that's right. The guy was painting a picture.
He's painting a picture and
takes
took
pictures,
a picture of him.
sends the footage into the news.
So next off, the villain guy, he's a villain. He puts up $1 million reward for this Bigfoot.
$1 million on
Dead
his
or
head.
alive. Dead or alive.
So now you get all these people out and they're running to the scene of where this all happened.
Oh, there's all kinds of good old boys out there trying to get them $1 million.
That's right, they're claiming their money.
I would shoot me a Bigfoot for $1 million.
I might shoot you for $1 million.
Shit.
But anyway, so these hunters are all out and they're all in a crazy frenzy because they want to shoot him. And they're walking down this road and they're like, "Look, boys, there he is."
I didn't even see nothing.
They didn't see shit. They all...
It was the best part of the movie.
Fire on this damn...
Best fucking part of the movie. I wish I would have remembered the time and I would have said, just bring it here, watch this part, and you're good to go.
That's right, because that's all you need to see.
Man, them boys shot all kinds of... They shot the whole tree.
You know what? My first thought was, what if it was that little boy they saw?
That's true. I did
They would
think
have pumped that little boy full of lead.
Oh, that would have been a sad day if they would have shot the little boy with the...
But he isn't dead. It was just a tree stump and they blew the shit.
And they looked like a bunch of dummies.
That's right. So, Bigfoot and his kid now are like best buddies and shit. And they're running across this field and Bigfoot's got the little kid up on his shoulders like a damn piggyback ride.
Yep.
So, as they're running across this field, well, they're walking. They're walking across the field.
They're walking, they're skipping almost. They're having so much fun.
So, then a helicopter runs up across the
out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. and a guy's loading up a dart like a syringe.
It looked like as he put a syringe in there without a primer on it.
Yeah, it didn't make no sense. He puts it in the rifle, and the guy pulls up and he shoots Bigfoot. Not once, but twice.
He shot him twice.
Shot him twice out of a moving helicopter.
It didn't even miss once. That's pretty.
Not exactly sure how that happens.
That's accurate shooting there.
So Bigfoot goes down, and they capture Bigfoot, and they got the kid, and the kid gets returned to his family and shit. And you're like, oh, the movie must be over.
Yep, it sounds like a whole movie to me.
It must be a short film.
Yep.
So after that.
After that, the whole time you got this. You got the evil guy who's trying to stuff the Bigfoot mountain, if you will, and you got the hippie lady who's all worried about the environment and you shouldn't kill him and stuff. Here's what
That's right.
I think you should kill him. That's my opinion, because I don't give a goddamn about. It's a species that we don't know about. You need to get that into science. You need to get that into science.
You can't kill Bigfoot.
I think you should. I think you should, personally.
Now imagine this, Jim Bob. You're sitting at the local tavern.
All right.
You're tossing back a couple shots.
Yeah.
Somebody comes in, and they put a dart in your ass.
Ain't nobody gonna put a dart in my ass.
They put a dart in your ass, and you're going to sleep. And then they're going to take you, and then they're going to put you in a science experiment thing and do all these tests on you.
Well, first of all...
Or that evil fuck's going to kill you, stuff you, and put you up on a mountain.
I welcome somebody at the tavern to try to come over and fucking stick a dart in my ass without getting fucking stunned on the floor and fucking yelled at in their face. That's all I'm saying.
It don't work.
But I ain't no Bigfoot.
You can't cage a wild animal.
I know that.
Alright, so back to the movie.
Anyways.
We'll have this debate another time.
We should.
We should.
Alright, so after they catch Bigfoot, they put him in this big cage in the middle of fucking town. Looks like a goddamn three-ring circus around there.
Everybody's gawking at him, trying to take pictures.
Not time there, and then they say, too many people are crazy about this guy. We need to drape the cage with tarps. And they drape that cage with tarps, and you can't even tell he's in there.
They're all taking pictures and shit, and there ain't nothing to see.
And there's a big part there where the boys, tears rolling down his eyes. And that Bigfoot, his face, it looked creepy to me.
And that kid didn't even blink.
The kid didn't even blink. But the Bigfoot looked creepy to me. But I think they were trying to portray that Bigfoot was sad, too.
He had some feelings.
Could you imagine?
You're the one who wanted to kill him a minute ago.
I know. No,
so
I'm saying
the
Bigfoot
kid shut up. The kid sets Bigfoot free. He's like, how could I do this? And he sets Bigfoot free. So the evil guy that's trying to hunt him down and kill him and stuff him decides he's going to up the ante. It's a $2 million on the head of Bigfoot now.
And it's not alive or dead. It's fucking dead.
Dead only. So then the scientist people and the cop and all this, they decide, well, if we capture Bigfoot and we can get him on the endangered species list, then it would be illegal to kill him.
They said fuck the $2 million.
That's right.
They wanted to help that Bigfoot.
They're saving Bigfoot now.
It's a mighty good thing to do.
That was a good thing.
So the boy, he sneaks with his friend, he breaks Bigfoot out of there.
That's right.
I mean, him and Bigfoot go running. But, and then they decide, to sum this all up, they decide to go on to a natural, or what the hell's that called?
Like a state game land.
State game land. There wasn't no hunting, wasn't no fishing, wasn't no talking, there wasn't anything.
You ain't even allowed to shoot a gun.
You ain't even allowed to do nothing. Ain't not even allowed to shoot a gun on this place.
So, yeah, then,
they dump them in there.
yeah, then there's like a car chase getting them there.
Oh boy, it was full of car chases.
Well, they had to dart them again. After, when they're looking for Bigfoot, they're climbing up this mountain thing, and the lady is falling off the mountain, and Bigfoot grabs her and saves her ass too.
Yep.
What's she do? Turns around, puts another dart in his ass.
She puts 2 darts on his ass.
Yeah.
That poor guy.
Bigfoot drops again.
I mean, he is an animal, but I felt for him. I think this movie did a good job of showing that he is a man deep down.
That's right.
I don't want to believe it, but I know there's some truth to it.
So they get Bigfoot in the truck, and they get him running there, and there's a big chase, and the cop guy's like, we got to get him to this place. There's 1,300,000 acres for Bigfoot to live in.
Damn.
There ain't no such thing as 1,300,000 acres, you dumbass. It's either 13,000 or 1,300.
That's a lot of acres, though.
I'm just going to excuse the fact that these cops are dumbass, and we're just going to let that ride.
They just wanted to make it seem like it was a whole bunch of acres.
That's right. So they get him there, and they let him free, and who pulls up but the evil guy? and he pulls out a gun, he shoots at him.
He had blood running down his face. He'd been through a lot of stuff that day.
And kid jumps in front of Bigfoot, shuts this big steel door, and it takes the bullet and says Bigfoot's alive.
Now, I would have, if I could change it, I would have had that kid jump in front of the bullet.
And take the bullet.
Take the bullet, yeah.
That's right.
That's what I thought was going to happen, but the pussy didn't even do it.
He put Bigfoot's life through hell. He should have been shot.
He should have been shot.
But then we wouldn't have had any more home improvements because he'd have been dead.
That's true, and I love home improvements. I wouldn't have that for this shitty movie. Then the cop throws the bad guy onto the car, and he's roughing him up.
And he arrests his dumb ass.
I don't blame him.
And that's the end of the movie. Bigfoot scattered into the woods and
looking like a man in an ape suit.
He stopped, turned around, looked at the kid, and right back into the woods he went.
Yep.
And then they started rolling them credits.
And a tear rolled down my eye. Not so much because of the sad thing that was going on there, but just because I wasted 2 fucking hours of my life watching the worst Bigfoot movie I think I've ever done. So.
That's probably an accurate statement. So, to end this, I'm going to have to give this movie, I'm giving it 2 shots. Because I wasn't overly impressed with it.
No, I agree. I'm going to give it 1.5 shots.
The acting was pretty subpar. It just, I don't know, there wasn't a lot of good stuff about this movie.
There wasn't.
That's all I have to say. 2 shots is all I give it.
I give it 1.5 shots. I don't know how the hell we're going to fucking put that up on the screen, but I give it 1.5 shot. I give it a shot and a bear.
Well, here, I'll give it a shot right here. You give it a shot.
I give it a shot and a bear.
We'll settle on 2 shots.
We ain't settling on 2 shots, Clint. Why do you always try to mix it up? I'm settling
on 2 shots.
It's out of 5. I'm going for 1.5. However the fuck you want to put that up there. Why I give it 1.5? I give it 1 for the bear versus fucking the grizzly bear versus Sasquatch fight. That was freaking amazing.
That wasn't bad.
It's fucking amazing.
Wasn't bad.
It was like watching Stone Cold versus The Undertaker. It was a high technical, not very technical, but pretty kick-ass match. I give it the 1 for that, and then the 1/2 of 1, I give it for them. I seen all them good old boys shooting into the woods. I appreciated all them guns, seeing all that.
All right.
A lot of destructive.
Well, this has been Drunk at the Movies.
This has been Bigfoot.
Stay
The Unforgettable
tuned.
counter.
We're gonna have another movie coming up. All right.
All right.
All right. Here's the last of it.
It's a good old crow.
All right. Next movie we're going to be watching here is this Into the Woods. It's a Disney movie, apparently, and this case don't seem...
Seems like a bootleg.
Yeah, it don't seem store-bought by no means. It's got some good people in it, though. We got Meryl Streep, Emily Blunt, don't know who that is. James Corden, don't know who that is either.
Jeff Gordon's brother, maybe?
Maybe. Anna Kendrick. Chris Pine. Now, I've heard that name before. I heard it somewhere. And Johnny Depp.
Oh, I heard that name. He's a big-time actor.
As the Wolf.
Well, this has got to be good, because them Johnny Depp movies are usually pretty good.
Usually. He's an odd actor. He only picks the roles he wants to do that are weird and shit. But
well, that's the movie next week.
we'll let you know next week whenever we get to it.
Y'all stay tuned in.
All right.